forward facing rotation, and I like to start off without anything set up because I want to show you how easy this stuff can be. One thing though I want to show you is how easy it is if you have just another tool with a band, and that's what we're using with this forward facing rotation. Although you can use a weight stack like in a cable crossover machine, but to save your band, you might want to try, instead of looping it around itself like I'm going to show you usually, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to show you something else. Get you a nylon strap, and one that's like a figure eight, kind of like a hammock style deal, or really just a nylon strap enclosed like a loop, and then thread it through, and then that'll save your band, because you want to slide the band up and down for different exercises, and you want to save it for the life of the band, and you also don't want to get hit in the face when you're doing a banded exercise. So the main thing about your setup is make sure it's not over shoulder height, and I'm doing my best game face right there, and I'm showing you how lax my arms are, because I don't want to be strong arming this move. It's all going to come from my hip. So I'm going to do a fast, and I'm showing you I'm squared up, and I'm referencing everything like 12 o'clock, there's 3 o'clock, and then I'm going to internally rotate my hip real quick. That precipitates the move. My arms are just along for the ride. Bam! I can get explosive on this. A lot of it is determined by internal hip rotation on your trailing leg. Really whip that into motion, and then harness the momentum you get from that by keeping your core braced, and finish the move with that. So I'm going to show you something else too. So I'm going to show you from a top view here. I'm not going to go as natural as I would because I don't want to get my laptop knocked off the top of the squat rack that I got it on. But right here, you're going to see where I'm going to pivot on my trailing leg. So if I'm going right, I'm going to pivot on my left. I'm really going to dig in. Sometimes if you have knee issues, I'm going to do a couple more because that wasn't adequate. There you go. And I've been alternating these. You can do 15 on one side and then 15 on the other. The difference between alternating and not, I don't really know, except for alternating is just a little bit more complicated. It just seems like a little bit more thought into it. But also, if you got one side or another that's kind of affected by something, you can, if you alternate, kind of, I think, more in real life time, get a feel for what exactly is causing the issue with, whether it's a hip, knee, or ankle. You can usually really feel it on that move. Not a lot of weight on your pivoting leg, although it really necessitates, or it really determines the extent of the intensity on that exercise. That's the forward facing rotation.